listen carefully. What if I told you that your current reality is nothing more than a hardened assumption you've been feeding attention to? Carl Jung discovered something the ancient mystics knew. Your consciousness doesn't reflect reality, it creates it. You're not stuck in your circumstances. You're stuck in your identity. The person you think you are right now is the only barrier between you and everything you want. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how to ignore the evidence of your senses and claim what's already yours. Look around you right now. Everything you see, every limitation you experience, every failure that haunts you, none of it is real in the way you think. Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. You've been calling your assumptions fate. You've been worshiping the idol of circumstances. The Bible warns in Proverbs 23 verse 7, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Not as his bank account says. Not as his relationships prove. As he thinks. Your consciousness is the only reality. Everything else is shadow. Everything else is effect. You walk through life treating effects as causes, wondering why nothing changes. Napoleon Hill wrote in Think and Grow Rich, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But you've conceived lack, believed in limitation, and achieved exactly that. The game was rigged from the start, but you rigged it against yourself. Here's what nobody tells you: reality isn't something that happens to you. Reality is something you're doing to yourself, every single moment, through the tyranny of your attention. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. Where your energy flows, your world grows. You've been watering dead gardens and wondering why nothing blooms. It's time to redirect the river. Pay attention to this. Your assumptions harden into facts. Not eventually, instantly. In the quantum field of infinite possibility, the moment you assume something, you collapse the wave function. Neville Goddard taught, an assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. You don't need to make things happen. You need to assume they've already happened. The disciples asked Jesus in Mark 11 verse 24, "Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours." Not believe that you will receive. Believe that you have received. Past tense. Done deal. Finished work. This isn't positive thinking, this is identity shift. This is dying to who you were and being reborn as who you're deciding to be. Imagine someone broke, living paycheck to paycheck. They keep affirming "I want money" while checking their empty bank account every hour. That assumption, "I want," means I don't have. They're watering the weed of lack. Now imagine they assume "I am wealthy" and stop checking. They feel it. They walk differently. They make decisions from abundance. Within weeks, opportunities appear that were invisible before. The assumption changed first. The reality followed. Most people assume from their current circumstances. They look at their empty bank account and assume poverty. They look at their failed relationships and assume unworthiness. But Jung discovered the shadow, the disowned parts of yourself that run your life from the basement. Your assumption isn't just a thought. It's the throne from which your unconscious king rules. Dethrone the old assumption. Crown the new one. Watch your kingdom change overnight. Stop lying to yourself about what's possible. The only thing standing between you and your desire is the story you keep telling yourself about why you can't have it. Here's the truth that will set you free. There is no out there. Everything you experience is consciousness pushed out. Jung called it the collective unconscious, the field where all possibilities exist simultaneously. You're not a body with consciousness. You're consciousness with a body. And consciousness doesn't play by the rules you think govern reality. Einstein proved that observation affects outcome. The observer effect in quantum physics shows that the act of measuring changes what's being measured. You are collapsing infinite potential into singular experience through your assumptions. William James, the father of American psychology, wrote, "My experience is what I agree to attend to, not what appears." What you agree to attend to. Your five senses are liars. They report history, not possibility. They show you yesterday's assumptions manifested as today's circumstances. But you don't live in yesterday. You live in the eternal now, where every version of you exists simultaneously, the broke version, the rich version, the sick version, the healed version. Which one are you giving your identity to? That's the only question that matters. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. This is the secret hiding in plain sight. Jung spent his life exploring the persona, the mask we wear, the false identity we present to the world and to ourselves. But beneath the persona lies the self, the totality of who you actually are. Most people live their entire lives in the persona, never accessing the self. The Bible speaks of being transformed by the renewing of your mind in Romans 12 verse 2. Not informed. Transformed. Your transformation doesn't happen through accumulating more knowledge or trying harder. It happens through assumption. Through claiming a new identity before the evidence appears. Through detachment from outcomes while being obsessed with the state. Napoleon Hill interviewed over 500 successful people and found one common thread. They all assumed success before they had evidence. Andrew Carnegie assumed wealth when he had nothing. Thomas Edison assumed the light bulb would work after 10,000 failures. Your current identity is a costume you can remove. The question is, who are you underneath? Who would you be if you had everything you wanted right now? Become that person. Not tomorrow. Now. Your identity is not what happened to you. Your identity is what you decide, right now, in this moment. Choose again. This is where most people fail. They assume their desire, then check their phone every 5 minutes to see if it manifested. They plant the seed, then dig it up every day to see if it's growing. Detachment doesn't mean not caring. Detachment means knowing it's done. It's the difference between hoping and knowing. Picture this: you want a relationship. You do the inner work, assume you're loved, feel it deeply. Then you grab your phone 15 times a day checking for texts. Every check is a vote for it hasn't happened yet. You're telling your subconscious the opposite of your assumption. The person who knows they're loved doesn't desperately check their phone. They go about their day with quiet certainty. That certainty is what magnetizes the desire. Jung wrote, "What you resist persists." When you need something, you're in a state of lack. When you're attached to an outcome, you're declaring its absence. The Bible says in Matthew 6 verse 25, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, Not because your life doesn't matter, but because worry is assumption of the worst outcome. Detachment is assumption of the best outcome, then letting it go. Think about breathing. You don't worry about your next breath. You don't check to make sure air still exists. You assume it's there, and it is. This is the state you must cultivate with your desires. Ralph Waldo Emerson taught, once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. But the universe can't conspire if you're micromanaging. Plant the seed. Walk away. Let the soil do what soil does. Look at your life right now. It's a perfect mirror of where your attention has been living. Not where you say you want to go, where you've been directing your mental energy. Your attention is the most valuable currency you have. You're spending it every second. The question is, are you investing it or wasting it? Jung discovered that what we don't acknowledge in ourselves shows up in our external world. If you're constantly noticing problems, you'll create more problems. If you're obsessed with what's missing, you'll experience more lack. Philippians 4 verse 8 instructs, "Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, think about such things." This isn't moral advice. This is instruction manual for reality creation. William James said, "The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another." You think you're at the mercy of circumstances, but circumstances are at the mercy of your attention. Direct your attention to the wish fulfilled. Live in the end. Feel the feeling of having it now. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. Feed it the right data. Right now, in this moment, where's your attention? On what you want or what you lack? You're creating either way. Choose wisely. This is the part most manifestation teachers won't tell you. Jung's greatest contribution was shadow work, the integration of the disowned, rejected parts of yourself. You can't ignore the shadow and expect to create consciously. Your shadow assumptions are running the show. What do you secretly believe about yourself? What are you ashamed of? What are you pretending isn't there? The shadow is where your real assumptions live. You might consciously affirm wealth while unconsciously assuming unworthiness. You might visualize love while secretly believing you're unlovable. Jesus said in Luke 8 verse 17, "For there is nothing hidden that will not be disclosed, and nothing concealed that will not be known or brought out into the open." Your shadow will manifest until you face it. Integration is the key. You don't kill the shadow. You don't suppress it. You acknowledge it, accept it, and choose a new assumption anyway. This is the alchemical process Jung described, turning lead into gold. Your wounds into wisdom. Your shame into power. Napoleon Hill wrote, "Every adversity carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit." Find the seed. Plant it. Watch it grow into your new reality. Here's the practical application. Stop living in the journey. Live in the destination. Neville Goddard taught the principle of living from the end, assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled and living from that state. Not trying to get there. Already being there. This collapses time. This bends reality. Let me give you a concrete example. Say you want to be a successful entrepreneur, but you're currently working a 9 to 5 you hate. Most people live in "I'm trying to escape this job." Instead, assume you're already the successful entrepreneur. How would that person handle their current job? They'd show up differently. They'd network differently. They'd see opportunities in conversations others miss. They wouldn't complain, they'd be gathering intelligence. That shift in state opens doors the trying version never sees. What would you do if you already had everything you wanted? How would you walk? How would you talk? What would you think about? What would no longer concern you? That's your new identity. Put it on like a coat. The Bible says in Mark 11 verse 23, "Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, 'Go, throw yourself into the sea,' and does not doubt in their heart but believes that what they say will happen, it will be done for them." Notice, believes it will happen, not might happen. Your doubt is natural. Your old identity will fight back. But consciousness is king. Every time you catch yourself assuming the old state, gently redirect to the new one. It's not about perfection. It's about direction. Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, "The mind, once stretched by a new experience, never returns to its old dimensions." Stretch your mind. Assume the impossible. Watch it become inevitable. The version of you that has everything you want already exists. You're not becoming that person. You're remembering them. You want to know how to get anything instantly? Here it is. Instant manifestation isn't about instant physical results. It's about instant assumption. The moment you fully assume something, it's done in consciousness. And consciousness is the only reality. The physical follows. Always. Without exception. But there's a lag time, what Neville called the Sabbath, the rest period after creation. Jung understood this when he explored synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that can't be explained by cause and effect. When you assume from the state of the wish fulfilled, the universe rearranges itself to match your assumption. Not through effort. Through alignment. Not through force. Through flow. The Bible promises in Matthew 7 verse 7, "Ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you." But here's the key, asking from the state of having already received. Seeking from the state of having already found. Knocking from the state of already being inside. This isn't a paradox. This is the mystery Paul spoke of in Colossians 1 verse 27, "Christ in you, the hope of glory." The desired state already exists within your consciousness. You're not creating it. You're selecting it. You're tuning to a different frequency on the radio. The station was always broadcasting. You're just now listening. So here's your marching orders. Today, right now, decide who you are. Not based on your past. Not based on your current circumstances. Not based on what anyone else thinks. Based solely on what you choose to assume about yourself. You are consciousness. You are infinite potential. You are the operant power. Everything Jung discovered, everything the mystics taught, everything the scriptures promise, it all points to this: you are not subject to reality. You are the subject creating reality through assumption. The world you see is the world you assumed yesterday. The world you want is the world you assume today. There is no gap. There is only acceptance or resistance. Napoleon Hill's final wisdom: cherish your visions and your dreams as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements. Your vision isn't fantasy. It's preview. It's your consciousness showing you what's possible when you align your identity with your attention and your assumption with your desire. Detach from the how. Assume the end. Ignore the evidence. Claim what's yours. The kingdom of heaven is within you. It always has been. Now go live like you believe it. You now know what Jung knew. You now understand what the masters understood. Reality is not your master, assumption is. You don't need permission. You don't need worthiness. You don't need to earn it. You need to assume it. Consciousness is the only reality. Your attention is your power. Your identity is your choice. Everything else is just shadows dancing on the wall. Wake up. Choose your assumption. Ignore everything that contradicts it. And watch your entire world rearrange itself to match the you that you've decided to be. The time is now. The power is yours. Use it.